First of all, I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. Now listen, we need everybody to do something for us. If you really like what you see on Tales from the Jails, you're really interested in what you see on Tales from the Jails, we need you to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member. Subscribe as well, but also become a member. That way you can get updated on all the new content as we continue to bring you these amazing episodes. So we want everyone to go to YouTube at Tales from the Jails and become a member.
As y'all heard him, go to YouTube at
Hey, listen, I know you hear all this stuff about home care. Home care is dying, or home care is no longer what it was years ago, but it's coming back around. Don't forget, I'm telling you first, contact TNS Licensing and Consulting. Start your home care agencies today. Right now, for just $999, you can start the process to get your home care agency up and running. That's $999. Contact TNS Licensing and Consulting to get you your LLC, your EIN, everything going in home care. Because the MCOs are coming back around. You don't want to miss out. Next year is going to be a big year for home care. Call now, 267-534-5053. That's 267-534-5053. Don't wait. I know you see this commercial. Call now. TNS Licensing and Consulting. They will start the process to get your home care agency off the ground. That's 267-534-5053 for only $999. Get the process started today. TNS Licensing and Consulting. 267-534-5053. TNS Licensing and Consulting. Call now. Get your home care agency started for clothing, cars, whatever you're selling. You have a great idea. You want to put it on our platform. Contact TBISC. Call us now. 267-982-0342. TBISC, the best in sports entertainment.
Expose your business to millions of potential consumers and clients. If no one knows who you are, you don't make any money. Put your logo here. Add your business here. They say when you're green, you grow, but when you're ripe, you're rotten. That means those who aren't moving forward is standing still. Marketing is everything. Grow your business today. Product placement, brand exposure, merchandise display. It's time to put your business and your brand in front of millions of potential clients. Call 267-534-5053. That's 267-534-5053. It's time to grow.
I want to welcome everybody to another episode of Tales from the Jails. We're here live in Pod Rooms USA. TNS Media Group is a team and a family. We're here live in Pod Rooms USA. TNS Media Group is a team and a family. I want to ask people a question, out here, in this world, all our listeners, if you want to find out a fast way to make $1 million, I would tell you to, start your own business, your LLC, start you a home care agency, or start you a legitimate business. If you contact TNS Licensing and Consulting, they'll be able to help you do that. Number is 267-534-5053. That's 267-534-5053. Let's get to the episode. Got my counterpart, Mr. Brahim Jackson, here with me today. We apologize for not being here yesterday. Look, we were a little snowed in. A little weather kind of prevented us from making it into the studio yesterday, but we're here now, and we're gonna talk about some real life stuff, man. What's going on with you, Mr. Jackson? How you feeling today?
Oh man, I'm good, man.
So let's see what's going on. What we got today, man. in the world today, we see a lot. We seen some things where as though there was just a shooting, I believe last week, where an ICE agent murdered someone. Someone was, a protester, and they were murdered, which is unfortunate because people have a right to speech, a right to speak up for what they believe is right. Did we see this coming with Trump and his ICE stuff and all these different things that's going on? And should this ICE agent be arrested or for its actions? A lot of people will say yes, and I'm probably one of them, because you kill someone, innocent person who's just protesting, as they killed the individual, the young lady who was pulling off in her car. They were saying she was using the car as a weapon or a vehicle to harm one of the ICE agents, and he shot her multiple times. And now we have another incident where someone dies. It seems like it's not going to do nothing but get worse. It seems like this is trending in the area of where people are going to continuously be harmed. And it's like there's no penalty for the ICE agents who are committing these crimes and doing these things. So I don't know where we go with this, but in my opinion, you harm someone unlawfully, you deserve to any penalty that comes along with that, in my opinion.
Well, just to piggyback off of that, a bunch of mayors and a bunch of district attorneys from certain cities are making it known that if a guy is of an ICE agent, which is a federal agent, a branch off of a federal agent that's coming to apprehend some people that's in this country undocumented, and you're using force as you just said, as they have been doing in the past, as far as in killing people, unaliving people, you will be dealt with. You will be dealt with accordingly, like you was a criminal. So they're cracking down on this ICE situation now, as far as they running around like wild cowboys, just shooting or beating or whatever the case may be. This power was not handed to you to wield it in the way that they're doing previously.
Mm-hmm. And with these incidents that are happening, like I said, Trump is not letting up off the gas. He's still going to continue to, put these ICE agents out here in these cities and these states.
That's never going nowhere. And my opinion don't matter, yay or nay, but I understand why he's putting forth this process, but it has to be structured. It has to be structured, and it has to be a plan to how they go about apprehending these certain suspects, or not even suspects, these certain individuals that's over here in this country illegally, because don't nobody deserve to die at all.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that the plan was to rally or gather those who are here illegally, to have them fix whatever paperwork they need to fix, and then possibly be able to re-enter into the United States. But the way that has been is people have been here, illegally for years,
right? Without
just coming here and then just falling and disappearing into society for years. Ended up having children, building a family, so forth and so on. So now you're coming to remove these people from their homes or homes that they have established now here in America, which ultimately nobody wants to go. So, and now blood is shed. So people are going to be, whenever they see an ICE agent now, it's going to be automatically like turned into some type of melee, every time now, because now it's like people have died, and it's like now we got to get our get back. So it's almost like the streets a little bit. So people see ICE agents as the ops when they see them in these neighborhoods, and now they coming, now they're loaded arms, and the police officers in certain cities, like I think here in our city, our white shirt, she was saying something about basically like we're not tolerating this here in Philadelphia, and it's like now people are rallying behind this, and this is just gonna get worse, man, and people are going to go to jail. And the thing about it is, if people are to retaliate against these ICE agents and start firing guns at them, there's going to be no question that they're going to jail immediately.
Yes, they are.
Or lose their lives immediately.
Yes, they are.
I saw one of the ICE agents shoot somebody in the face with one of them beanbag joints.
Yeah, well, I seen somebody get shot in the head with it.
Yeah, it was a guy got shot.
A Caucasian man, and he got shot in the head with it, and they don't have no picks. And again, like I said, my opinion is just my opinion. It don't mean it's a fact. You over here illegally, man, you got to get documented. You got to get documented. You got to go through the proper measures of obtaining citizenship in the United States of America, and that's just it. Because like I've mentioned before in previous episodes, and I'm neither racist or biased or anything, but you have to, because if we go over there, me as American, me, Brahim Jackson, and I go over here to one of these countries and I'm not even breaking law, but I'm just an illegal immigrant. I'm trying to get the welfare or insurance for home, for health and stuff like that. I have to do the right thing, and that is getting documented legally.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Now, on the flip side, these agents, you have a bunch of agents that's ICE, that's I should say harsh, as you see, very extremely harsh, and they're committing acts of murder, not just beatings or which is taking place. I'm talking about murder. So that goes back to what you said. And then when you see him show up, people was like, "Oh man, they ain't playing, so we ain't playing." You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But yeah, they got to go back to the drawing board on how they proceed to get the illegal documented aliens from out of this country.
And I want to give a shout out to Get Over Gang for becoming a Freedom First member. Appreciate your support. But I want to go say, people are going to continue to, it's like out of hand. It's like when the fire gets start brewing too much. It takes a lot to kind of calm the fire down, and the fire ultimately can, cause casualties. And this is going to continue to go on. I think this is going to be not just this year, next year. It's going to be a yearly. It's going to probably be around forever. ICE is going to continue to roam. As long as Trump is in office, ICE is going to roam the streets.
But whoever's in office, I think that they're going to be, because you're not allowed to come over here illegal. That's anywhere, not just over here. Any country, any country. You have the United States is the last country that stand on it. Yeah. But now that you waited so long and you created a mess, now you're going about it the wrong way. No, you got to fix that mess and then fix the whole situation moving forward. Yeah. And fixing the mess doesn't mean killing innocent people. Yeah. Regardless if they're illegal or not, if they haven't committed a crime or act of violence against an officer or any other citizen of the United States, there's no need for a killing.
But that leads me to the point that, now the inmates, the immigrants who are inmates, serve your time. We getting you out of here.
Oh, that's what they've been doing. They've been doing that since I went there for my violation. They got Loretto is a institution for child molester. It's a low security institution. Mm-hmm. One of the lowest securities, where as though you got there's no locked doors. It's free range of the walk where you want to walk, and because that's why it's a low. And at that particular low, they call it Choretto. It's the nickname, Choretto, for a child molester. This is what they call it. Guards, administration, and everything. And besides guys that's there for child molestation, they're making it an immigration spot, meaning they'll pile a whole bunch of illegal immigrants at that jail until they get a bus to take them to an all-immigration jail. And they serve the rest of their time. If they committed an act of crime in the United States, they serve their time and they're extraditing them back to whatever country it is that they're from. They're sending them back at an alarming rate. At an alarming rate.
Men and women.
Yes. I'm only speaking for the men right now because I've been in the facilities with them. But like you said, men and women, children and everything.
So for these men, like, I don't know if because a lot of times, it's a racial barrier when it's like Mexicans, African Americans. These men of these different ethnic groups, what are they saying, knowing that when I get out of here, I got to go back to wherever I'm from?
They're sad. They're sad, extremely sad. Imagine coming from what they call it, third world countries and stuff like that, where there's no running water in the house that you live in. You're taking a smash inside of buckets and dumping it out in the back, where those piles and piles of feces. And don't nobody want to go back to that?
Yeah.
That's why they came over here in the first place, to seek, some relief. Yeah. But again, it's not that you can't come over. You just can't come over illegal. You just can't come over and hide in a mix of, legal citizens and get the perks of insurance, welfare, credit, You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So these people was coming over getting these type of, credentials.
Yeah.
But you're over here illegal. No. Not stand on that. No.
So people have my thing is this. There are children who are born here. Like their parents may be illegal immigrants. So the children are born here, right? And they're going to and the women are going to the hospitals to have these babies, which once the child is born here,
they got to give you, service to have your baby. They're not going to turn you away, even if you ain't got insurance or nothing like that. You'll just be in the rear. You be in hell of a debt.
Yeah,
you still got to pay it some way somehow.
But now they're catching these people at the hospitals.
Oh yeah, they catching them everywhere. Convenience stores, Walmarts, Home Depots, job sites, wherever.
I heard they like deporting women who are like basically pregnant, and it's like crazy. Like she's pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
But she's not supposed to be over here again.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Again, the law is the law. They lock us up. They lock our behinds up, bro.
But what I'm saying though, my point that I'm trying to get to is the baby in her stomach had an opportunity to be born here.
But the baby is illegal too.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Once you're born on the soil, you become a citizen.
Yeah, but your mom came over here illegal.
Yeah.
While she was got pregnant in this other country, or may have got pregnant in the United States. You're still an illegal immigrant.
No, the child is legal once it's born here.
Okay, so what you gonna send the parents back and keep the child?
That's what they gonna do. So that's what they doing.
That's what they doing?
Yeah, they send the parents back.
Because now the child ultimately goes to foster care
or go to a family member.
That's legal.
You saw something where though this was in Mount Airy, Philadelphia. They locked up. ICE took a guy away and his kids was there. I mean, it took a woman and a guy away, but their kids was there.
Yeah, and then all this is gonna be a revolving door. This is just turning into a mess all the way around the board.
So now your kids is here in America, and you've been extradited back to wherever you're from because you were here illegally. But is it worth it? Would y'all be okay with your kids being here and opposed to coming back to a third world country?
Shit, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna go ahead and answer that question. If I was an illegal immigrant and had my son over here, until I can try to get back legally or illegally, I'm not saying it's right, because that's what a lot of them get shipped back and come right back illegal. I mean, I've seen it 1,000 times in jail. I would be cool with my child staying over here. Yeah, instead of going over there in impoverished conditions.
Yeah, because I would, as long as they got somebody over here that can. But
even if they didn't have somebody like leave them with a family member or nothing, like I'm cool with them going through the adoption system of the United States.
Nah.
Yes. You saying no? What am I take them back over there for?
Yes. You know what happens to people that go through these foster care systems?
But a lot of them make out good. You come on, know what happens. Like, come on, man. But bro, I've been in foster care all my life.
I'm taking my chances.
Up until this day, why I'm in foster care now is because I'm a grown man.
You say he put you in a cage when you was a kid.
Because that's what one foster family.
All right, what I'm saying.
That was one foster family amongst thousands of foster families.
Is it worth the risk though?
Yeah.
It is?
Instead of you over there eating out of pots and we eating monkeys and flies and shit on us.
We together.
And flies and feces and stuff on us. And we out there in huts. Yeah, we talking about
feces being on them.
Yes, it is.
Nah, man.
They out there taking smashes in the woods and can't even properly clean themselves.
But I'd rather have my kids with me.
I'm not having my kid with me going through no trials and tribulations.
You in a whole other country.
I don't care about none of that you talking about.
Okay.
Leave mines over here. I get with y'all when I get back. That's it.
Yeah, I'm what y'all
taking yours back to the slums of that, huh?
Yes.
Okay, well that's cool.
Because I can watch them and make sure they're cool. You in a whole other country. You don't know what's going on with your kid over here in America.
Yeah, and you are in a whole other country with your kid over there in that other country, watching them deprive, watching them depreciate.
We together.
We together and we both depreciate.
Yes, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
My kids
I would leave mines over here.
My kids are.
That was the main goal anyway.
Listen, my kids are citizens.
Okay.
They were born here. So I take them back with me when they get old enough to be able to go back on if I can't make it back, when they get 18, 19,
time
20.
they get old enough, they ain't going to be running around with loincloths on chasing beetles. We civilized.
Like, where you
this ain't back in the day. They over there with loincloths on chasing beetles. No, we're not raising them on none of that. Not me. I want mines in school. You know what I'm saying? Good classes, good hospitals. I get with you, young boy or shorty. I get with you. They court Poppy, they court Abby, they court Dad, however, wherever you want to place a dad ass, they court him, and I'll be back. Yeah. I'm not taking my child back to that oppression and depression.
They with me, so we gonna figure it out.
Okay, well, yeah, y'all over there smelling like poop and everything.
I'm cool.
Get out of there.
No, we ain't planning no poop, but we gonna be together. We might be hungry together, might be sleeping in impoverished conditions together, but we will be together. And I'm not gonna be worrying about, because can you imagine the stress of your 3 or 4 year old is over here and you don't know what's going on? You gotta, no matter how old, 10-year-old, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what they're going through in the daggone what's called system, the child welfare system. You gotta be, nah, man, I'm cool. Yeah, I don't think nobody's gonna leave their kids. What y'all think? This guy's crazy. Nobody's leaving their children.
Everybody got their own opinion. My opinion, just because I said it don't mean it's right, but that's what I'm doing. I think that if I was an illegal immigrant and I came over here to the United States of America.
In the foster care system, you leaving your child.
Yes.
To be passed around.
Yes. Yeah, well, it might not be passed around. I got a brother that's in foster care right now. We can't even find him. Named Paul. Paul, if you see this, Brahim Jackson, Sarah Smith. She just passed not even a month ago. That's my brother. Reach out to me if you can hear this. But I got a brother over here that's doing extremely well, younger than me. Extremely. Why? Because he got a dad and a mom that's both Army vets. They travel from, when they on base and all that, like they travel all over the world. They might be living here 3 years, Alaska. They come over here, Hawaii, 2 years. They over here in California, 2 years. And that brother of mine is an upstanding brother, never got a criminal record. From everything, I know everything about him except just seeing him. Yes, I'm taking my chances with that. Mm-hmm. Even if my point of view, even if I left him over here and him or her over here and they caught a bad break with a bad person that may have touched them or sent them to do something, it's better than that goddamn. When I be watching them documentaries, I just can't get it out of my head. They sitting there, they're swollen fat from hunger, not fat from eating. I thought you get fat from eating. But hold up, let me talk. These kids are swollen fat from hunger. Your body will swell up on you if you're starving. This is something I had to look up in medical. If you are starved, you will swell up. These kids are over here with flies. They don't even know them. And when a fly land on me, I'm like, damn. They done had so many flies laying on them. That shit like daytime. Like a cool breeze in the air. Flies all on their head. I just was watching the other joint the other day, in Africa and all that, and kids eating like the monkeys that they cooked and all that. The little kid dipping the bowl in the pot from the juices of the monkey just to get it. And it's so many flies and stuff. I'm like, yeah, man. And I wasn't even thinking about deportation as people coming over here. I couldn't live over there as a grown man, and I'm not having my kids go through that. And I say that with so much vigor and passion. And you can take yours back over there. Y'all sitting in shit swamps and shit like that. As long as they with you, it's cool.
We ain't shit sitting in there. Because listen, another
thing. Bro, if you ain't got the bet, you came over here because you ain't got nothing.
Yeah, but the thing about it
if it was so cool, why you ain't stay?
The thing about it is this.
What if it was so cool, why you ain't stay? Answer that and then you go ahead and elaborate.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Our goal was to come here and find a better opportunity, right?
Exactly.
But once that plan is derailed and I got to get shipped back, my kids coming with me, man. I'm not leaving my kids over here. Unless it's somebody that like a family member that I trust. I'm not leaving them here to go to, and I might still be thinking about that. Should I leave them here or whatever, bring them with me? But my little babies, I didn't know what's going on, man. That's a tough call, man. And I know a lot of mothers and fathers out there probably like, listen, I'm keeping my kids with me. We gonna grind it out. We gonna figure it out. Because once you leave them over here, you can't figure out what's going on. You don't know what's going on. No line of communication. You don't see your kids for years. I can't do it. Call me selfish or whatever the case may be. Now, I'm gonna get to something. We got a situation where there was a guy. He was found dead, I believe in Rockview or Camp Hill. Where was that at?
Oh, that was he was found dead at
I'm about to find out right now.
I'm about to, because I got an email about it.
Yeah, they emailed us. So I want to read this email if we could read it out loud. And give me a second. Oh, here it is, right here.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it. It says we got a letter from Jared Campbell. He said, "My family is seeking transparency and accountability following the death of my uncle, James Campbell, affectionately known as Curtis, while he was held in solitary confinement at what is designed as a maximum security facility. According to staff, Inmates in a solitary are required to receive routine welfare checks every 15 to 30 minutes. Despite this, our family was not notified by the facility when my uncle was found unresponsive. Instead, we first learned of his death through communication from another inmate. By the time this information has reached us, it was already approximately 5:00 p.m. and no official notification had been made by SCI Camp Hill. After making several welfare calls to the facility, we were eventually contacted by the emergency services. During this time, a control desk officer repeatedly refused to identify himself. Our records later listed my uncle's time of death at 1:32 p.m., with the cause reported as passive hanging from a cell door. Our family has serious concerns regarding timeline discrepancies. If routine checks were being performed as required, we are seeking clarity on when my uncle was actually found unresponsive, when the last documented check occurred, and why our family was not immediately notified. It's crazy, man. And then it went on to say, it says, these unanswered questions have caused significant distress and have left our family seeking answers, transparency, and accountability. We are asking for independent review and public attention to ensure the proper procedures were followed and that no failures are overlooked. We need the media involved, all outlets that you guys can help us with. So in this situation, they're saying that, he hung himself, or he committed suicide, I should say. I don't want to use the word hung himself. Excuse me. He committed suicide. This is basically what they're saying. He was serving life, I believe, in solitary confinement. And solitary confinement is basically, it's the hole. We talk about the hole. You say you're locked in, 23-1, so forth and so on, but they still got to do wellness checks and check up on the inmates. These type of situations are very, very unfortunate because you just never know what's going through a person's mind while they're in that situation, and this family may have a gripe and may be right as to what's going on, because it has to be some type of foul play or a lack of supervision for people to find him with these time frames to be so far off, whatever the case may be. So we want to assist you in looking into this. We don't know the parameters of the case. We don't know what's going on. All we know is that, jail is an oppressive situation. Solitary confinement is even more oppressive, and we'll do what we can do to help spread the awareness. But hopefully, you guys find out what you're looking to find out, the truth behind the matter, because we understand that this is an unfortunate situation and this guy ultimately, passed on. But just to speak about, jail and being in these type of situations, have you ever experienced something like this where a person was in the cell and you came the next day and he was gone?
Yes, numerous situations due to medical issues, due to it may be a guard. I haven't seen a guard beat nobody to death, but I'm quite sure they have. I heard instances of it, but I haven't seen it. But one thing about being in there, man, you'll never fully know, bro, unless people outright come out and start telling the truth. Mm-hmm. But if people want to cover that, that's a world inside of a world. You don't have an idea, a clue of what's going on in there. That's why we are up here to bring this awareness of what we know, stuff of our friends that's in there currently. It's sad. It's sad. We don't know if he died from a health issue or, natural causes, or the police doing some foul play. You just don't know. All we know is a dead person.
Yeah, they said that he died from hanging himself from a cell door. Is that even possible?
Yes, man. Dudes hang themselves from a lot of places, from bunks. You know what I'm saying? But you can stop yourself from hanging when you're in a bunk, because you're not going to let yourself check out. Your body going to fight and stand up. You're not going to sit there and hold your legs up until you die, if you can put them on the ground. That's why you get off something to where as though you can't even stop it now. It just happens. Once you jump off of what chair or whatever it was. But dudes have tried it from the bunk, and that ain't no way to, a door or high up off the sprinkler, something like that. But you never know, man. You never know. We got to wait till the investigation be thoroughly done, because they'll find out. They'll find out. Then it was up to them if they want to cover it up or put the truth out there. Because
it could be, on the flip side, it could be a guard or somebody that did some foul play, or something that may have been going on with this guy mentally, that he may have needed help. But solitary confinement, like I said, they just leave you back there.
Yeah, like they supposed to do a wellness check every 10 to 15 minutes. A guard's supposed to be, because solitary confinement, people lose their mind in there. A lot of people ain't equipped for that. That's something that you have to adapt to. Any man right now, I place you in that bathroom and lock it for days on end, you'll lose your mind. You lose, so that's why they gotta constantly keep doing checks, walking around making sure. Man, them guards in there doing eating and skating, man. They regular human beings. They doing, and then the whole is better than working a natural unit, right? And the reason why I say that because a unit is out all day. Dudes going from cell to cells, hollering, cooking, watching TV. When you want a unit, you a CO, like you got to be on point and vigilant. They having poker tables here. They got gambling over here. They making wine over there. They smoking weed up there. So a guard got to be vigilant. Whereas in the hole, it's quiet. Niggas is in the cell. You hear niggas hollering down the range all day long, but ain't nothing going on. Only thing I got to do in the hole is feed you or take you to official visit or rec. But if I got the 3 to 11 shift, rec is over. Rec is in the morning. They don't give you no rec after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? So I got the 3 to 11 shift. All I got to do is feed you dinner and pass out mail. I got a sweet 8-hour shift. I'm just in there.
But it's possible for a guard to be slacking, not checking on this guy.
That's what I said. That's what they don't care. They not checking. They not. Well, I've seen it. I done been in a hole for years on end. You won't see a guard for 3-4 hours.
But say this is a case where he did commit suicide.
If he committed suicide, he was in there by himself. He could have got it off.
That's what I'm saying. In between that 10 and 15 minutes, because it don't take that long to hang yourself.
No.
Well, you might
like we don't know all the ramifications behind it. Of when they found the body, how long he was dead for, because that'll tell you like how. If they say he was dead for an hour and 40 minutes.
But the other flip side to it now, the foul play. Maybe a guard went in there and hung and did that to him.
True, that too.
Yeah,
that too. And they take up that's a.
Where's
like
the
how I
camera
told
footage?
you, police is a gang. COs is a gang. They backing each other play. They rocking out, and it's them against the inmates. That's it. Ain't no in-betweens, ifs, ands, or buts, or nothing.
Yeah, man. And so my thing is, I just think that with this, it need to be looked into, and hopefully this family finds out what they're looking to find out. And I'm pretty sure that there's camera footage on that block. Because remember, what's the guy Epstein who was in the feds? The guy who had the island and he ended up hanging himself. Remember that?
What?
The guy Epstein who was in tied into Bill Clinton, all this guy, and then he ended up hanging himself in a cell.
Well, that's what he did. Yeah,
but that's what they're saying. He hung himself.
Yeah,
but there was no camera footage. There was nothing like to show his cell around that time. That I heard about. But it's just like it's crazy, man. That these inmates are harmed, or that people even have the ability, because I thought they take everything from you so you can't hang yourself. People just.
No, but when you go to the hole, they do that.
Well, he's in solitary confinement.
Yeah, they take, but you still could use a sheet and stuff like that. They keep you with your sheets. You could make goddamn strings out your sheet, nice, strong, sturdy strings. So it ain't never long as you ain't in there butt naked with no sheets or nothing, no bed. You have a way to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And if you in there banging on the door, being disrespectful with the guards, they have a way. They'll possibly come in.
Yeah, they'll come in there and spray
harm.
you down with mace and all that. Put you in a dry cell. And the dry cell mean a slab, a cold slab, no mattress, no clothes or nothing. You just in there.
Naked.
Yes. You in there. Cold as hell, everything. Days. Only thing they bringing you is a tray. That's it. You get out that joint and be like, yeah, I'm cool. Whatever I just did, I ain't doing that again.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they got a Act Right medication for you. It's called Act Right.
Hey, poll 34. It says Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi. It said the show is too informative for Tariq. I'm assuming talking about me, to be giving out wrong information about keeping children and sending parents away. We're not on that type time. I mean, I don't understand, but I think that I was speaking to a manner of saying, like, if I had to go to another country, that I would, take my kids with me. So I'm not sure what you're referring to, bro. But just if you could just clarify.
I think he talking about, because you did make a statement and say, yeah, I'm hanging you out to dry. You did make a statement and say they are sending the parents back and keeping the kids. That's why I say, yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, but the thing is,
I think they packing them all up.
the thing is, if a kid is born here,
No. But you still stated the statement.
Okay, maybe I didn't clarify because I want to be clear. If a person is born in the United States, they become a U.S. citizen.
Okay.
But if the kids came here illegally along with the parents, then they would more likely send send everybody back at the same time.
But they still might send them back with them though. I don't see them keeping them kids and sending the parents back.
I just saw them,
especially if they ain't got no family members over here. But it's a lot of people over here without nothing, just whoever they came with or by themselves.
I just saw them. I think this was in Mount Airy. They took somebody and left the children. A young teenager or whatever. I'm not sure. Maybe that wasn't his kid. I don't know. But I saw the kid go with them. So, however, whatever mistake I may have, maybe I got to do some more research. I'm not infallible to make mistakes, and if I make a mistake, I'm willing to own up to it. But whatever the case may be, I would just say, if you're here and you're trying to, stay here, just fix whatever you got to fix so that you can be.
Please do so, man. That'll alleviate this whole problem, man. Mm-hmm. Go through the and it's not like you're not allowed here. You are.
Yeah.
You are allowed in the United States of America, but there is a procedure that you have to and will, from the actions of Trump, follow.
Now, just to go back, I want to ask another question about this solitary confinement. When you're in solitary confinement, is it cameras on that unit in the back?
It should be, but I ain't never. I'm gonna go on a ledge and say it should be because you in the cell all day long. It ain't like you know. It's no like even when you come out the wreck, they putting like 3 people in one cage. Like it's barely like the only contact you got is with your cellie. That's it. So I'm not saying they don't, but if they didn't, I see why, because it's real controlled.
Yeah.
You ain't coming out. You ain't going to no child's. You ain't nothing. No, you ain't got no visits. Well, they give you visits in the hole. I'm lying. They give you visits in the hole, but that's another easy process. But other than that, ain't nothing going on down there. It's just a free day for the officer, whoever working the hold.
Yeah.
You have a lot of officers that won't work no units in population and stay in the hole years on end. It's an easy job. All I got to do, especially if I work the 3 to 11 shift, I'm coming right in, feed dinner at 5 o'clock, pass out mail. Ain't no pill line, ain't no visits at the 4 o'clock, ain't nothing going on at the 4 o'clock. But child, pill line, and goddamn mail.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's easy sweet. That's sweet. That's
sweet as cake grandma baked.
But it's just unfortunate, man. Like, would you rather be going dead and going than be in solitary confinement for? I think he had a life sentence. I don't know if it's sentence. I think it was a life sentence, I believe. Would you rather be dead and go and do a life sentence?
Yeah. From me being in there and experiencing it and going through the hoop-ha, brother, I told you before, kill me. Kill me. Do not sit me in there for no life in the penitentiary. Because I'm dead already, but just living dead. Nah, man. Nah. I'm watching all of my family members die off. I can't go to the funerals. You know what I mean? Kids getting over having kids. Grandbabies don't know me. What type of knowing can you meet from a motherfucker from 4 to 5 hours, 6-hour visit? And I'm waiting on you coming once a year, if that. So you have basically no life.
And men be having, they be having what is it? The death penalty, and that means you got to be in solitary confinement for your whole bid.
Yeah, on death row.
Death row. You be booked in that solitary confinement for your whole bid. Like sometimes 20, 30 years before they actually take your life.
I think I got a bath.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Expose your business to millions of potential consumers and clients. If no one knows who you are, you don't make any money. Put your logo here. Add your business here. They say when you're green, you grow, but when you're ripe, you're rotten. That means those who aren't moving forward is standing still. Marketing is everything. Grow your business today. Product placement, brand exposure, merchandise display. It's time to put your business and your brand in front of millions of potential clients. Call 267-534-5053. That's 267-534-5053. It's time to grow.
I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. Everyone knows that jail is a serious matter. Us here at Tales from the Jails, we are offering something special to anyone who is currently in prison, on their way to prison, and actually those who are returning from prison. We're offering consultation to anyone who's threatened with prison, in prison, and like I said, and who are coming home from prison. We have Zoom consultations to help you with your prison bid. For those who are going to prison, don't know about prison, don't know what to expect, don't know if it's going to be, all these horror stories you hear, all these things. We tell you what exactly to expect. We give you consultation on how to deal with these difficulties of prison. It could be through Zoom. It can be in person, where we talk to you in person. We do intense prison preparation. We also offer business management for those who are incarcerated. Say, welcome back to Tales from the Jails. We're here live in Partners USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. So let's get to some other news. It says, I don't know if this is true or not. It says prosecutors claim that Lil Durk placed a $1 million bounty on Quando Rondo in 2022. This is they have the court document stating that this is something that Lil Durk, he put $1 million on this guy.
Yeah, but you can have the court documents and all that, but what witness do they got?
I'm saying I'm pretty sure they got this. That's what they getting it from.
That's what they have to have, because you just assuming that he did that won't go.
Yeah, it says that it has the whole court document stating that this was reported, because they can't bring this up in court without a witness, can they? They have to have a proof saying
they
that this was true.
If I'm blaming you for this, I have to have somebody that collaborated that was with me out in the streets, out in the free world. I just can't come there and just be everybody go to jail for some shit. It won't be nobody beating cases.
This is crazy because this has to come out, be like stuff like this comes out only by people that's close to you, that has to know this type of stuff, man. Like, these type of situations is like, who can you trust? This is why I say, like, man, the streets is crazy, man. And for him to be in a position, if this is true, for him to be in a position to actually, do something or say something of this magnitude or put this type of in play, it's just crazy, because the people around him has to be telling these type of things, man. You can't move in this manner if this is true, man. You just can't move in this manner, because ultimately when the feds come and these type of situations happen, they want to ultimately get to the bottom of it. So the person who's on the case with you, they're going to tell everything they know. And this is why the situation happened right here, and this is being revealed. If this is true, I don't know if this is true or not, but this is what came across our radar in regards to Lil Durk. But we'll see what happens, man. And I see people getting upset. Like I watched it. I read a lot of comments in the AR Ab phone call, and some of the comments, everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their right of speech to say what they want to say. People were saying certain things like, why say free AR Ab? He was out here, he made a choice to do these things and so forth and so on. And you guys have a right to your opinion. You guys, have a right to say what you want to say. It's just that sometimes, people want to change their lives, and sometimes they realize what they were doing was wrong. And it may be after 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, and they may just realize, like, dang, I was doing all that for nothing. And then ultimately he may have some remorse. Or sometimes people don't even get it. They go to jail and they still living like, without a care. They still in there running around acting crazy in jail. But sometimes people just realize that, man, I was wrong. I did this wrong. I shouldn't have never did this. I want another opportunity to change my life. Is he wrong for that? No. And then is people wrong for saying that he deserved to be in jail? If he guilty of a crime? No, I'm not saying you're wrong. You're wrong for saying that. That's your opinion. But you can't knock people for saying free him at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Somebody want to see him out. Somebody want to see him in jail. Feel like he may have affected their community, whatever the case may be. But no opinion is wrong. Everybody has their own opinion in regards to that. So he's serving his time. If he gets out, then he gets out. But sometimes people need support. No matter what they do. But I just wanted to put that out there in regards to this. Just that sometimes we have this mentality to kick people while they're down. Mm-hmm. He's down, kick him. Just kick him. And and this is not just pertaining to AR Ab. This is pertaining to just in life in general. You know, people want to, if you're in a bad situation, they want to kick you sometimes, you know. Or you may be up one day, then you're down the next, and they want to just kick you. They want to just say things about you, post things on the internet. As we know, the internet is undefeated. You cannot beat the internet. No matter what you do, no matter what you try, you cannot beat the internet. You can't. And people want to express their feelings and their opinions on the internet online, and then you may not like it. But this is, once you put yourself out there to be on the internet, you know what I'm saying? It's like if somebody say something about us, it's make up a rumor, you know. Maybe we be protected from that, but if it's not true, it's gonna get some traction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not true, you know what I'm saying? So it's gotta be very, very careful, man, in these things. You got anything, Mr. Jackson, you want to talk about? Anything going on?
I got a few topics before we get to these phone calls.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got something. You got the kid, the Fulton County high school student who was he was what you call? Remember the kid who was taken off the bus? He was beat, handcuffed. This was in where was this at? This is in Fulton County High. Let me see exactly where it was at. Well, this happened back in December. Well, I just saw this or whatever, and it says the Fulton County high school student speaks out after he was tased by officers who claimed he was on the wrong bus, but he was on the right bus. Many of y'all saw this. Many of us are parents who are, in this podcast or on this check. I'm a parent. I have teenage children. So for me, and I have a son who's a teenager. So for me to see my son go through this, knowing that he was in the right and he was on a bus, and then these cops took him and threw him off the bus and tased him, I'm going to be very, very upset behind that, to a man where I may want to harm somebody. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or I want to do exactly what you did to my child, to you. You know what I'm saying? And I would feel like I want to do that, especially if I know that my child didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? So this kid was tased. Why are you tasing a teenager? And then the kid even mentioned that while he was, handcuffed, the officer was still trying to get to him and trying to attack him while he was handcuffed on many occasions. And then they took him to the hospital, but instead they took the kid to the daggone prison. You know what I'm saying? How would y'all feel about that if that was y'all kid? What would y'all do? You know what I mean? How would y'all react to something like this? This is a serious matter because, our children are being targeted.
Yes, they are. And this right here, to piggyback off of what you say, to go right into my spill. We got neighbors getting here for this crazy stuff. A Florida man was taken into custody after he allegedly sex trafficked a teenage girl who had run away from home. According to WPBF, the sick man Marlon Hornrow, 52, noticed the victim walking alone, then stopped and offered to buy her food. She accepted his offer and ended up getting in his truck. He allegedly drove her to a warehouse where he worked on vehicles and occasionally stopped to kiss the child with his disgusting lips. When police spoke with the victim, she said the sexual acts progressed over time and that Marlon paid her $300. If that wasn't enough to make your stomach turn, she said Marlon hit her with a belt after she asked for a vape pen. The victim told police Marlon never threatened her, but told her to not tell any of her friends because his homies don't know he gets down like this. Police said Marlon eventually dropped the girl off 2 days later and she returned to her family. She told police that she and the suspect continued to communicate through Instagram and that he allegedly tried to convince her to sneak out to meet him again. The victim's parents called 911 after discovering messages between Marlon and their daughter. When police arrested Marlon, he denied all allegations against him. He told authorities that he did not run into the victim, where they spoke about her being a runaway, and told her to return home and gave her money so that she could get something to eat. He is a sick man, has since been charged with human trafficking of a minor, battery on a child, and commercial sex act violence. He is currently being held at Palm Beach County Jail. And that goes off to what you just say, man, like, people, there are a lot of, like, as time
sick individuals.
Like, because I don't remember, not to say it wasn't no, sick individuals back when we was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was hidden more.
No, social media wasn't available.
Probably so. But now, every day I wake up, it's nothing for me to get on there and see somebody then, molested a child. Some sick demonic stuff. Every day I wake up, it's nothing for me to turn on the TV, and I can count on somebody being on there for improperly touching a child, which we do not agree with in no shape, form, or fashion.
Not at all. Not at all. It's a terrible, terrible thing.
It's a sickness.
Yeah.
It's a disease. It's a curse. Yeah. Whatever you want to call it, that's the most heinous thing that you can think of. That's what this is.
Yeah, I agree. And it's some things that happen, and sometimes people turn a blind eye to it, and and like sweep it under a rug. And sometimes people will hang. I've noticed that people will hang around an individual that does certain things, but who may have performed some of the most heinous acts, but they will not disown this person, but they will hate a person who doesn't give them their money. But they'll sit around with a person who performed these type of acts, have them around their children, have them in their places of business, and all these type of things. And then, but they'll hate a person who didn't give them their money, or talk bad about somebody who don't give them their money. It's sad. People got to really reevaluate. And I don't care how nobody feel about this, but people got to really reevaluate their situation. I'm just tired of the fake stuff. I'm just tired of it. People are moving in a manner of being dishonorable. And y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all got to fix that. But I want to go on and say something that I saw as well in regards to this. In regards to something else, the Filipino mayor survives a rocket launcher assassination attempt. They said that's crazy. I'm not laughing at a rocket launcher. They wanted you dead.
Yeah,
this is the 4th attempt on his life.
And he lived again. Well, he must be a cat. They said he got 9 lives. He got 5 more left.
Yo,
he got 5 more shots at it.
Filipino mayor. They try to hit this boy with a rocket launcher. You gotta get on one knee and shoot this. This is crazy, man. And shout out to my man Chizzy. He be sending me stuff all the time, man. Let's see what we got.
Oh, I got something else for you.
Yeah, I got plenty, but it's just it's just crazy that people just, the type of stuff that goes on that we don't really understand is that people, when they want you dead, sometimes they'll go to extreme limits to get you to get you. You know what I'm saying? So for somebody to hop out of a car or whatever with a rocket launcher and shoot it at your car,
yeah,
and you live,
that's crazy. That God is on your side today.
And another thing too, y'all, man, make sure that y'all bundle up out there. Be really, really, really warm, because there's something happened where a man froze to death standing on his car. You seen that?
No, I didn't see that, but I'm quite sure that happened.
Yeah, he froze to death standing outside of his car.
Really?
So make sure y'all bundle up. I'm hearing, I don't know if it's true, but I'm hearing that we'll probably get some snow this weekend too.
I heard this Saturday is supposed to be another blizzard.
Yeah, man. What y'all doing this weekend? What y'all doing, man? More snow.
Well, we got a Florida man a Florida mom, not man, accused of drowning her 7-month-old baby in a bathtub after a chilling confession. The 23-year-old Gainesville mother is behind bars after investigation says she admitted to intentionally drowning her 7-month-old daughter in a bathtub inside a local apartment complex. Police say Tyra Scott Franklin called 911 from the Sweetwater Square Apartments and reported that her baby was in distress, then allegedly told arriving officers she had drowned the child. First reporters found the infant unresponsive in a bathtub, and the baby was later pronounced dead at UF Health Shands. According to an arrest report, Scott Franklin allegedly confessed to placing the baby on her back in a half-full tub with the infant's face underwater, leaving the bathroom and closing the door, then returning about 5 minutes later to find her daughter unresponsive. If I can't have my baby, no one can, she allegedly told detectives, adding, I am sorry, but I don't regret it. Statements prosecutors say point to intent. Authorities say Scott Franklin mentioned ongoing legal troubles and fear of losing custody when questioned about motive. She now faces a homicide charge described in court regards as first-degree premeditated murder and is being held without bond in the Alachua, county jail while Gainesville police and local prosecutors continue their investigation.
I just want to say something real quick. No, I did a little laugh, but I wasn't laughing at what you were reading. I was laughing at one of the comments I saw. But yeah, these type of things happen, and it's terrible, man. I think it's even worse when somebody harms you harm your own child. That makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To harm your own child. I saw something where a woman, she took our 3-year-old child and I think stabbed her something up and then called the police, and the police came, and then she said she didn't want to be here no more. So something told her to do it. You know, to literally just take your child and stab your child to harm your children is just crazy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. You gotta love moderately, as far as like, and I think speculation was that she was going through something with the kid's father or whatever the case may be. But you got if a man breaks up with you or leaves you, whatever the case may be, do you take it out on your child?
Yeah, she's talking about ain't nobody taking my. Well, I don't know if that's the case. She just said, people wanted to take her child as far as probably like DHS or something like that. She probably a negligent mother, but then again, she probably ain't. But if the people is getting involved and want to take your child, it's due to some type of negligence. I don't see them just running around taking everybody babies or child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's just a matter of, people just, having to, and I want to say this too before I go into that, but mental health is serious, man. Do you think that in prison, that people who go to prison, they need mental help, mental evaluation upon before returning to society? Should it be something in place to where as though they have a therapeutic or a therapy session or a therapist available for these people that are being released after doing time in prison? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be something in place for that, because people are coming home with PTSD or whatever the case may be from being in prison, and they're not mentally right. You see it all the time. Why people go back? Because they just not ready for society a lot of times. Come back out, and just not ready. You're not ready. Come back out breaking law because you're not ready. You can't find it. Sometimes people can't find a job or can't get certain things because they're not mentally ready to come back out, just to be thrown back out into the world. And they say halfway houses do help, but is there any resources in the halfway house like therapy?
Well, they have classes. They have certain type of classes or all type of. I haven't gotten to because I didn't need none of that type of stuff. I didn't think so anyway. So I proceeded of accomplishing other things like getting my hours out the halfway house. So I wasn't worried about no classes.
So do you think that you need a therapy?
Probably so. But I don't need no person telling me how life is supposed to be conducted. I know how life is supposed to be conducted.
They're not telling you that. A lot of times therapists, they listen to you and they try to take stepping blocks. I do therapy. So what they do is you tell them what's going on with you or what you're having difficulty with, and they try to help you cope with that by building certain things.
Giving you other alternatives.
Yeah, like all right. So this is a starting point, and this is our end goal. You know what I'm saying? And it works. It works. Because me honestly, I suffer from a lot of PT, SD and stuff like that from our childhood. We was in the street, so being in the street, we seen a lot, lost a lot, and sometimes you can be in a position where as though you don't really recognize it, but your significant other or your children or people might say, look, you might want to get some therapy to help you cope with certain things, because sometimes we don't really know. We may act a certain way or say certain things, and we can take it light, like it's light. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, you could be harming an individual, or you can be saying things that aren't normal. But we might think it's normal to say certain things. Like we might be like, oh, this is a slang from the hood, or we might see something happen to somebody and might think, well, say it's okay. Or turn a blind eye to it and not really, give it its proper, place. Because we just so numb to it. So we need therapy to really deal with, because it's not normal for you to sit back and see, I see somebody get stabbed, or I see somebody get their head bust, or I see somebody get shot and killed. That's not normal.
Yeah, that's not normal.
It's not normal, but we normalize it because we see it so much, not knowing that it is affecting your everyday life, because it can cause you to be, numb, and then you can start treating your kids a certain way, or treating your woman a certain way, because you just so used to being harsh and difficult. You know what I'm saying? Then you wonder why people don't want to be bothered with you, or certain things. We gotta work on that, and sometimes therapy is needed. And I'm with therapy. I just think that it'll help people, in my opinion. And then it can be costly, so it got to be something that the state can do, or that the government can do to put in place to help people, because people coming home, man, from being in jail. You was in jail for 10 years, 20 years around nothing but stone cold, men, harsh. Learning to be. It's hard. Just prison alone, and the walls in there it's rough. The cell. What Bean say? You get up to the prison, and then so the yard was aggressive. Just seeing it, barbed wires all around it. That's aggressive. That's not normal to come outside and see some barbed wires. You in the cell, look out the window, and it's barbed wires around the whole prison. That's not normal, man. That can cause you to turn into something that you don't want to turn into, man. So I think that therapy is needed for people, and I needed it. It worked for me. So anybody that has the ability to get therapy, because you may be dealing with something, you may have lost something, and you may think that it affects you, but ultimately it could be affecting you, man, mentally, and you don't even know it. So my opinion, I would say anybody who has the ability to do it, man. And yeah, and I agree. KK twin gang, hurt people do hurt people. And sometimes you can hurt people you don't even know that you hurting them. You just thinking you just living a normal life. It ain't, just because you a man don't mean you got to be harsh and aggressive all the time. That's not being a man. You know what I'm saying? We sometimes as men, and I was like this at one time with my son. I used to, because I'm in the streets, I'm thinking that he needs to be rough and tough at 3 and 4 years old. If he fall, I'm like, get up, don't cry. You know what I'm saying? No, he can cry. You know what I'm saying? Pick up, hug him. Now it's a sense of crying too much, but a kid can cry. But us being in the streets and being harsh and living the life that we was living, we always take it to where as though you can't be crying when you fall. A boy can't cry. A boy can't show emotion. That's a defect in our character. So we got to fix that and understand that we got to be better fathers. And therapy showed me that, for sure. I needed it. You know what I mean? And this podcast is therapy for me as well, because I get to talk to people who understand, people who want to want to support what we got going on, and people that want to see us win. So it's good to talk to people that want to see you win, people that give you their honest opinion in the comments. And like I said, we really appreciate that. So you talk to us like, well, I take these phone calls in a minute, but y'all can call us and talk to us about anything. We definitely want to hear from y'all, because this is therapy for everyone, because prison is a tough situation, man. And a lot of us have loved ones that are in prison. A lot of us have been in prison. A lot of us are going to prison, that may be listening. Some people may be listening, might be on the run. You never know, but some people trying to stay out of prison as well. So this is therapeutic, and that life is too short for us to, be neglectful and not take advantage of the opportunities out there that can help you fix and change your life, Yeah, man. Yes, he can cry. I'm letting my son cry. I'm having a boy, another son, inshallah. This year I'm having another boy, and I'm excited, about having my son. And I'm just looking forward to it, man, because I so many different things I want to do different that I did with my oldest son. I want to be, a little different when I want to keep him with me. Y'all gonna see him even running through this set and whatever we got going on. He's gonna be with me every day. That's my plan, to teach him everything that I know. So I'm excited about having my boy, Yeah, man. So what we got going on? We want to take some calls in a minute. What y'all want to do?
Yeah, take some calls.
Yeah, take some calls, man.
Any questions, just ladies? I encourage, because the men always, I respect
Ladies
the men,
call in too.
But not like the men. I want to hear a lot from the ladies. I want to hear a lot of questions from the ladies.
First of all, I don't think everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails.
Family members in there, because the men back our play. And, jail is predominantly a man's sport, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that women don't get incarcerated and do a boatload of time, because they do. But predominantly it's a man's, situation.
Yeah, but like I said, the women, we want to hear from y'all, because at the end of the day, y'all opinions matter. Y'all matter. Because y'all go through stuff. Like I said, it can be a person being in jail. It can be your husband that's in prison, and then you might be going through it with him because you out here struggling, and then you got to deal with the burden of making sure that he's okay while he's inside there. And then like some people say, they come home and then they flip on you. You know what I'm saying? Because a woman asked a question one time. She was like, her husband. Remember, this was a while back. This was like a message we got, but we wasn't doing the phone conversation then. But a woman was like, "Yeah, I was in jail. My husband was in jail. He was in jail for, I forget how much time, but then he came home, and she was out here, but so she's dealing with life, and like so, not that she let herself go, but she might have gained some weight. Some things changed on her. And he came home, and then he flipped on her after seeing her, whatever case may be.
That'd be a lot of scenarios, a majority of the time.
Yeah, so that's, in my opinion, I think that for a man to do that, a lot of times that's dead wrong. And then a lot of times men run out here and chase the wrong women, and then end up being carried. You know what I'm saying? It's just wrong. So if you have somebody that's riding for you, that's sticking there in with you, I think that you should support those who supported you. No matter what happens, no matter how they change, because the one thing that's never going to change is their heart. Their heart has always been there, and that heart says a lot. Forget the outer appearance all the time. It's good to have a baddie, so to say, but you want to have somebody who got a good heart too, because you can have a baddie with a terrible heart and a terrible tongue and be vicious, But you may have someone who may not look the part, but she may be the one that you need because she understands what it takes. She gonna ride with you and be there with you. She's not gonna put you down whenever difficult times arise. So, don't be caught up in the foolishness out here. So let's get to these calls. Man. What's the number again? 215-316. 4492 215-316-4492 215-316-4492. We want to hear from y'all, man. So let's get it. And make sure when you call, you turn your TV down so that because it'll be a little delay because we're just a little behind. But waiting for them phone calls. I see the number on the screen. Let's get it in. Let's get it in, man. And and then these calls, like I said, these calls is made for y'all to be able to reach out to us and contact us and talk to us, man. It's something that we decided to do because we understand that people want to speak to us. Shout out to and Trust We Trust. I appreciate you, man. Where James at, man? James must be at work or something, man. A little yapping them. Where they at, man? I don't see them in it. Grind them up. Shout out to John Michael. Shout out to Money Mitch. Shout out to Emmy Martinez. Shout out to G Thing 8281. Test. KK Twin Gang 2763. Everybody that's in here. Get Over Gang. Everybody that's in here that's been supporting us, man. We Polo 34, Julu YE. I hope I'm saying that the right way. And the Life of Dad, shout out to you. What we got going on? Want to welcome everybody to Tales for the Jails. Who we got on the phone line right here?
We got my name Muhammad too. Well, assalamu alaikum to you guys.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's up, Muhammad? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing awesome. I'm from Maryland.
Are you from Maryland?
PG County, to be more exact.
Okay. What's going on?
Yeah, I was just saying congratulations to y'all and y'all success. I got some peers that are in the feds at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to give a shout out to y'all for really bringing a light to the situation. I already supported the jail. Don't need no pat on the back for it, but y'all made me like realize more that the people on the outside is all that they got.
For sure.
I just take it more with more of heart. Appreciate y'all. Don't even want to hold y'all up no more.
All right, thanks, bro. Appreciate you. Shout out to Maryland, man.
My name is Muhammad. All right.
Shout out to Muhammad.
All right.
Shout out to Chat Room Goon. What's going on? The lines is open, y'all. The lines is open. Let's get some calls in here, man. You know. And another thing I want to say too, I want to appreciate everybody who's been supporting Tales from the Jails, man. Everything that we got going on is really appreciated. You know, all the members, everybody who's been, you know, rocking with us through this transition as we grow as a podcast and start getting to a point to where as though we can make some things happen, turn some things around for not only ourselves, but, you know, y'all as well. You know, because we want to continue to provide the awareness. And don't forget to call right now. It's 215. What's the number?
316-4492.
215-316-4492. I'm gonna get it by heart, man. My mind just be all over the place. I don't want to say the wrong number. I'm gonna place it at the bottom of the screen, Tawfiq.
It is.
Oh yeah, I don't see it. My bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, there it is now on my screen. 215-316-4492. That's 215-316-4492. But you know, while we you know think about, you know, while people wait for the phone calls to come through, in this day in life, you know, all you have is opportunity because you live one time in the dunya.
Who's that?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's going on? Who I'm speaking with?
This is Mark Carter.
Mark, what's going on with you? How you doing, bro?
I'm glad, man. I'm good, man. I just want to shout out the brother.
Yo, Mark, what's up? It's my guy, Mark, man. What's going on, Mark? What's going on with you? Yo, I got your stuff for you too, bro. I got you, man. I'm gonna have to send. I'm gonna try to send it to you, man. I got you, man. You my guy, man.
Man, do what you do, man. You grinding, man. I like what you're doing.
I appreciate you.
Man. As long as you don't renege, I see you blowing. Don't be hitting me back like, boy, we hot now. I need double that. As long as you stick to your word, take your time.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, man. What's going on with you? How you been, man? How the family? Everything good?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Sitting in the crib, and I'm scared to go out there. I can't get out and push the car, so I'm staying in the crib to some of that melt.
Exactly. Exactly, man.
Low, but
man, you know, I appreciate you, bro, man. Alhamdulillah, man. May Allah reward you.
Man, I love your energy on that. Man, Lord, continue to bless it, man. Grant your success and tawfiq, man.
I mean. I appreciate you, man.
Take care.
All right, don't forget to call in 215-316-4492. That's 215-316-4492. Let's get the calls going, man. You know, how did y'all feel about this snowstorm? You know what I mean? Y'all got an extra day off.
How I felt about it is how the goddamn trucks come through at the end of the day and just keep piling up snow on the side of the cars, man. That cooks me. I'm talking about you can't even get in your car because the snow is higher than your car. You just keep coming. And then while I'm out there shoveling, they got the nerve to come past it while I'm shoveling. Well, do it while I'm in the crib. This right here gonna start a fight out there one day, man. It's disrespectful, man. It's outright disrespectful. You're plowing the snow. I understand you have a job to do. Plow it down the street.
Tell us for the jails. What's going on? Who we speaking with?
Hello, good evening. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. What's going on?
Alhamdulillah. Yes, hi, my name is Kim, and I do watch the podcast.
Say Kim?
Yes.
What's up, Kim?
AJ Gang.
What's up with you? How you doing?
Good. I like the setting. So I just wanted to share that my dad was a wali in the prison, and he held classes inside. I just thought about it, like if they could have did stuff like this in jail, so the guys could be seen and heard as they reflect and try to, rehabilitate themselves in groups. My dad served 31 years in the prison system, and he helped and advocated enough people in there, and ended up his own son came in.
Wow.
Yeah, and they strong together. And my brother came home, inshallah. My dad, however, he passed away while in jail.
All right,
right after I spoke to him. And he was on his way home between 24 and 25. And me and him and his representative was on the phone, and it felt so good. And the last time I saw him and touched him, I was about 21 years old. I'm 43 now.
Wow.
So, but he taught enough to me from the age of 15 to now from the prison. And I left papers and books on a lot of his own lectures that he shared in jail.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, they made a little picture and hung it as a mural of Huntington for him.
If you got it, send it to us. If you get the opportunity, send it to us on Instagram. DM us on IG so we can possibly post it on our story or on our page. Send it to us. We want to definitely do that for you. Spread the keep things going with him. So if you can send it to us, we'll see what we can do or possibly getting on the story on IG if we can.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. A lot of his friends keep in touch too because it was during Ramadan, so I make it real significant each Ramadan, inshallah. This Ramadan coming now, his favorite color is red.
Okay.
So is mine. And I'm the oldest of 7.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you keep on doing what you're doing.
Every Ramadan, we always good. And we unite.
Okay.
Always a congregation within ourselves. Yes.
All right. Well, listen, we thank you for calling in. Thank you for sharing that with us. Like I said, reach out to us on IG, and we'll see what we can do.
Therapeutic and reflective. Thank y'all.
No problem.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for supporting us. All right. Enjoy your night.
All right. Good. Thank you.
Yeah, man. It's always good to talk to people, get people calling in, and that way we can, kind of talk to you guys and and hear y'all stories and y'all experiences as well. So call in right now, 215-316-4492. That's 215-316-4492. Don't be shy, man. We want to hear from y'all. We got this phone line just for y'all, 215-316-4492, 215-316-4492. Now, I want to speak about something because I know a lot of people out here in the world are trying to position themselves in certain positions and to be able to provide for themselves and their families. I want to say this because we live once in this world. Do not take opportunities for granted. Don't do it. Every day, I go out every day, man. Every day, bust my behind to try to make something happen, not only for myself, but for my family and those around me to help build generational wealth. Because it ain't just about me anymore. If you have an opportunity out there in the world, don't waste it trying to go to jail and committing crime and breaking law. Take advantage of the opportunities you have, which is the biggest opportunity that you have is freedom. Your freedom, you have that. Don't lose it. And then everything else that comes along with it. Embrace the hard times, difficult times, whatever comes along with it, But whenever there's opportunity for you to do something good, it doesn't always mean about getting money. If it's opportunity for you to do something good, opportunity for you to change something within yourself that's harming yourself or remove an oppression from someone else, take the opportunity to do something positive, and then also if it's an opportunity for you to get some money, go ahead and get it. If it's from the proper means, that's going to keep you free and keep you safe. Go after it. Go get it. But I just want to make sure that y'all understand that opportunity always presents itself, and don't miss the opportunity because of being lazy or not paying attention or not, taking full advantage of what you have in front of you. Do not waste your opportunities and secure your freedom. That's the biggest, because without freedom, you won't have any opportunities. No opportunities behind that wall. There's no opportunities in that grave. So make sure that y'all just taking advantage of every opportunity that you have in front of you. And we probably about to get out of here in a minute, but want to give you another opportunity to get some calls in. That's 215-316-4492, 215-316-4492. 9492. And thank y'all for the support, man. Like, yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm having a son, man. I'm happy. You know, I'm excited, you know, about this, man. And you know, just I smile every day every time I think about it. So it makes me, you know, excited to, you know, be able to be in a position where as though I can, you know, bring a child into this world and provide for him opportunities. Yeah, y'all, come on, man. 215-316-4492. 215-316-4492. I know we got some guys out there on the road driving them trucks too, man. I've been seeing the comments on IG. I've been seeing the comments on YouTube and TikTok as well. The truck drivers, where y'all at? Y'all on the road right now? Talk to us. Y'all in that snow driving them 18-wheelers, trying not to slip and, you know, trying not to, you know, hit deers or whatever you got going on out there, man. Yeah, shout out to Bigfoot Uzi 7. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate that, man. I mean, yeah, man. So everybody has to understand that. Another thing I want to say too, everybody got to understand that, you know, that's in this chat that is, you know, it's serious that we need y'all support. You know, we need y'all support. Let's get it. Tell us from the jails what's going on.
Good, brother. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing good, man. Who I'm speaking with?
Hey, Luther Young. Hey, listen, man.
What's going on?
I just want to give you guys your flowers, man. I've been
Appreciate you.
over here watching, and then I'm looking at my man Black, who I happen to be in one of his counselors on one of his trips, and I'm just looking at the progression and the growth, and just listening to the words that's coming out of his mouth that are just blessing the community. And I just have to give y'all a shout out, give you flowers while you're here, sir.
Appreciate you, man. Where you calling from?
Well, I'm from South Philly.
Oh, South Philly? You from the P, as they say.
Say again?
You from the P? That's what they call it, right? The P, right?
Absolutely, downtown.
Yeah, for sure, man. Well, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you for supporting us. And
likewise, brother. Y'all have a great night, and thank you again for your service.
And you too as well. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And the numbers are 215-316-4492. 215-316-4492. We got a few more minutes here. Somebody said, you know, the punishment behind carrying a ghost gun. Tell us from the jails who I'm speaking with.
It's Jordo, man, from Baltimore.
Jordo, what's up with your shorty?
Man, I ain't making no noise out the way. Hey, you know what my weapon to the feds moment was?
What was it?
Look, we down Lombard Street, right? Federal Courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our paper suit on. It's cold as a pimp's heart out that joint. Man, they say we call your name. We shackled up. Got the shit on our ankles, box on our hands. They say if we call your name, you doing to the airlift. They said Evan. I damn near shit myself.
Wow. You going to that airlift. Time to get on that Con Air.
That shit duct taped all up. I done heard all the stories, right? I say, what's the first name? He said, Michael. I said, yeah. He said, what you say? I said, I ain't say nothing. Happy as a motherfucker. They ain't called me to get on that motherfucker. What? To get on a plane taped up, that's off, and you shackled up? Nah, I ain't trying to get on that joint.
Yeah, because if it goes down, it's over.
Joint. Look, I was blessed. I went straight to Fort Dix. They said when you get off the plane, you ain't staying outside. You land in the prison. I'm cool.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Wow.
Yeah, when they call your name, you say you got to go in that airlift. Shit, that's when a boy become a man. You heard me?
Yeah.
So listen, let me ask you a question. So when they ask you a question, did you see the plane when they asked you that?
No, they got all the buses lined up.
No, the plane don't land. You'll get there probably, not to cut you off, Jordan. You'll be sitting there 2-3 hours, 4 hours before the plane even lands.
You getting there. You ain't. That's one thing you ain't got to worry about in the feds. That you're gonna get frequent flyer mileage if you really want it.
So you get frequent flyer. Wow. So imagine, so I know we pressed for time. I'm gonna ask you one more question before I let you go. What was the worst federal joint you've been to?
Shit, I went to Fort Dix. That was it. I did my time up to Dix. I've been on both sides though, but yeah, I was blessed. I done had a couple incidents where I could have got shipped out that joint, but I didn't really know I was green. You feel me? I had already had Camp Point. But me, I got the 4 dicks, so I'm like, shit. I'm thinking this the best it's gonna get. They got pool tables and niggas climbing out the ceiling, but we ain't gonna, we gonna, But it was like a playground, like a project.
Wow.
So I'm not thinking I could program. I can get to the real camp, man. I'm up there on the phone. I'm smoking weed. I'm partying and bullshit. You feel me? Man, my homie hit me like, boy, yeah, come down Cumberland. We down here, pop. I try to go to camp. I see my case manager. He laughed at me. Mr. Evans, get out of here. You got a manual verbal on you. You ain't going nowhere. You know, you got court. Do I need to go on? You got court with a cell phone. You got court with a dirty on.
Wow.
You supposed to be in the medium. I said, I'm supposed to be in the medium. I got 12 points. He said, that's the only thing saving you is your point.
Man, well, listen, man, we appreciate you for calling in, bro.
4 dicks was sweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy because when I first got there, it's 3 stories.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? It's the downstairs, the 2nd floor, and the 3rd floor. But it's 2 stairwells. See, when Black got there, the back stairwell, I think when he got there, it probably was unlocked.
Yeah, it was unlocked.
But once we got there, it started getting crazy. They had to lock it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about a cell phone was $4,000. So you think they're gonna let 320 people in one building, one CO? You think he's gonna get that $4,000 cell phone?
Not at all.
They keeping that.
What the nigga running for his life with that cell phone?
Man, they done got shook, ran into the water fountain, ran into the goddamn fan, shut the whole compound down. Fucking CO bleeding. He ain't getting that phone. Man, nigga run down the hall and pass that joint to you before the police get him.
Exactly, man. So listen, we appreciate you, Jordan. We gotta get to some other calls, but man, listen, you know what? You are a guy, man. You are a guy, man. And you would in them Commanders. Get up out of here, man. Them Commanders.
No, he a Baltimore Raven.
Oh yeah, Ravens fan.
Yeah,
get up out of here with them.
A
Ravens.
Marvelous.
Get up out of here with them Ravens. All right, man. All right, so all they. Tell us from the jails what's going on. What we got?
What's the deal, man? It's Snow for Detroit.
It's who?
Snow.
Snow?
Yeah.
Snow, where you calling from?
Detroit.
Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. What's up, bro? What's going on with you?
Appreciate you, man. I got a question for y'all. I appreciate what y'all doing and shit. I fuck with it. Like, you be having me rolling, bro. Your story you telling is incredible. But I got a chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
She used to be my old work. Now, she had a baby by 2 niggas twice. And he just got caught with, like, a bunch of bullshit. And so he, like, facing, like, 30 years. And she calling me. What am I supposed to do?
The same thing she did to you. The same thing she did to you, man. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You do dirt, you get dirt. Now you got some people that could get slapped on the cheek and give you the other cheek. Nah, now she want to call you. If you go back to that, man, you crazier than a frog with a mustache.
No, I would never go back.
Okay.
I got my situation.
Look, she come running. That's what they do. They leave you for something that they think is green on the other side. Soon as that don't work out, now they had to change of thought. Nah, ain't nobody rolling like that.
Yeah, the crazy part, bro.
Yeah.
Like she a nurse.
Okay.
So she was like, I need some money to go get some shots. But she was very aware that she was my secondary option.
Exactly. Right.
So when I give her the money to go get her shot, she meet this nigga.
Huh.
You know how that made me feel, bro?
Crazy. You sent her to him.
He threw the oop. He threw him the oop.
Sit there to the nigga, man.
Yeah, well.
It's crazy, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah. All right, man.
Shout
Thank you, man.
Detroit, man. Appreciate you, man.
Heavy, man.
Appreciate you, man. All right, thanks, bro. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. You know, they throw the car in reverse real quick. You know, Shout out to my guy Chizzy, man. My man Chizzy always sending me all types of stuff. I know Chizzy, man. Chizzy, you know, the mayor, so he called it so, but he always send me stuff all the time. You know, it was a time, man. You know, my guy Chizzy, man. It was a time I was. I'll get to the story. Tales from the jails. What we got? What's going on? Who we speaking with?
Tales from the jails is good. This Jihad from DC.
What's up, Jihad, man? Shout out to DC. What's up, bro?
Yeah, man. What's
DC killed my mother, Slim.
Hey, what's good, Mo? What's good? Hey, first I want to say I'm tuned in at an alarming rate
Exactly.
Appreciate that.
to the array of content that y'all putting on.
Okay.
Hey, well, first, Black, I want to give you flowers, man. Coming out the pen, 20-something plus years.
Right.
Coming back and doing your thing, man. Put a smile on my face, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. It don't go overlooked, man. When I hear compliments like that, it make me want to go even harder now. I'm making a difference.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact, man. I've been tuned in from day one to the show, man. This joint have me rolling. I'll be trying to put everybody I know on this show just to make sure they tuned in.
And I got a whole bunch of men from D.C., man. But a whole bunch of good men from D.C., man.
Mm-hmm.
Tell all these Northeast, Southwest, tell them get on deck.
Yeah, it's a bunch of good men out here, man. It's a bunch of good men out here. I just want to say I work in a juvenile jail,
Mm-hmm.
and the youngins they not getting it right now. So I just wish out a message for a person like myself who work in there every day, and it'd be crazy in that joint.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it from that perspective. So what's the message that you can give me to give directly to the youth? Because it's coming from your mouth, pause, straight to me, and I can deliver it right to them.
Man, thinking. Think. Take that extra second to think. A lot of people don't be thinking. They just do. Give yourself 5 extra seconds to think it through. And one other thing I want to ask you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in the juvenile facility that you currently work in? Can they watch TV and stuff and all that in there?
Yeah, they be strict on the YouTube or whatever. Them.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I was about to, you know where I was going at. Because my cousin works at a juvenile facility, and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not saying that they ain't strict on a juvenile facility in Philly, but once the management and all the big wigs see what was being put on, because we do a jail podcast, and it's not to applaud the going to jail. No, it's to tell you about facts of jail and try to keep you out of there. So they let that go on at an alarming rate in the juvenile facility in Philadelphia. Like they let them sit back and watch that. Like they promote them, man. Put Tales from the Jails on for these dudes, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think they should be watching it, man. I think y'all kicking it at an alarming rate, and it's for their ears to hear it. So I feel like that's something that could be done for real.
Right.
Yeah,
They've been the rules on everything else. Why not been the rules when it's
Yeah, well, we appreciate you, man, and keep doing what you're doing, man. And
Now I wanted to say this, Tom.
okay.
Chill on Black, man. Chill on my man Black, man. With the pause, we
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody on that no more, man. We grown, man.
The new word is not on duty.
not on duty.
Not on duty.
So, man, just ain't gonna let it go, man.
They say something crazy, you gotta say, yo, not on duty.
I appreciate you being a good man, Steve. Standing up for your brothers and rocking with the men.
Yeah.
While they down and like pulling them up and putting them on business and support of how you do, man. So
Yeah.
everybody out here appreciate what you're doing.
Man, I appreciate you, man, and everybody else who support us, man. Appreciate you, man. I want to say one thing too before I let you go, if I could. I want to say the other thing I want to say before I let you go is you continue to lead by example, because you're probably the best example for those kids in there, those young adults in there. How you talk to them, how you treat them, like keeping your word. Tell them you're gonna do something, you do it. Treating them like like young men. And I think that's going to help them go a long way. So, man, I appreciate you, man. And thanks for calling in, man. Enjoy your night, bro.
Nah, I appreciate y'all too.
Yeah.
Tales from the Jails. Who I'm speaking with?
What's up, man?
What's up? What's up? What's going on? Who this?
What's up? This Saladin, man. From
Saladin,
Virginia, North Virginia. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum salam. What's up, man? I appreciate the donation, bro. Thank you, man.
Hey, man, ain't nothing, man. Tell Black Man run for president, man. I needed to run for president, man, Philly or something, man. He keep me keep me grounded. I got all my cousins and everything down here in VA watching, man. Y'all just keep up the good work, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. By you recognizing, man, it makes me want to go even harder with the array of content and information I have for you.
Well, get that merch. I want one at alarming rate shirt.
Yeah, okay. We got the hoodies in there.
First one.
We got the hoodies in now. We got all the sizes. We just getting everything printed out on them now. So this should be here within the next 2 weeks on Spotify. What is it? Shopify. Shopify. Excuse me. You know I'm getting new to all this stuff.
Yeah, but we doing a meet and greet too. We're gonna do a meet and greet where we're gonna have y'all come and pick up apparel from us. We'll do it crazy.
Back up there. I was up there for a minute up in Philly chilling with my working up there, emergency and shit. But yeah, I'll come up there for that, man. But look, at an alarming rate. You need to run for goddamn mayor and president of Philly. Salam, brother. I love y'all, man.
All right, appreciate you, man.
All right, peace.
Yeah, man. We'll thank everybody who's been tuning in and chiming in, man. We got about maybe 2 more minutes. We'll see if some more calls come through in the next 2 minutes before we get up out of here. But the number is 215-316-4492. 215-316. Tell us from the jails what's going on.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. All the cats. What's up, bro?
Abdul Malik, man. I'm tapping in live from York Street, man, North Philadelphia area and all that.
Shout out to York Street. Shout out, man. What's up, bro? What's going on from down north?
No, I just want to come in with a positive message, man, or whatnot, man, for the men, man, or whatnot.
Okay.
The views is never going to match the likes. There's going to be more people viewing your journey than actually being supported to whatever you got going on.
Mm-hmm.
So don't get discouraged if you see a lot of people tuning in. That mean they just interested and they not just trying to show it yet and all that. That's what I want to say though, man.
Thank you, man. I need to hear that, man. I needed to hear that.
Yeah, because
that was heavy from you just now. Thank you.
No doubt. Like as you said, it's a lot of people out this genre just being nosy, and I'm not going to use the word nosy. I'm just going to say, like curious, because they might want to see what's going on. And I mean, I know.
I'm gonna leave. I'm not to cut you off, but I'm gonna leave you with this. And this is what my brother be telling me up here. And this is Black. He say, man, I say when we first started, man, we had about 3-4 people, man, that was watching, man. Probably 2 people. And we started, alhamdulillah, we a little underneath a year and it's growing at an alarming pace. But he told me back then and moving forward that don't nobody want to be first and don't nobody want to be last. And first meaning, damn, well, I ain't gonna jump on the bandwagon now because it might fail. And now last is, damn, that joint popping. I ain't trying to be the last one on board. So it made all the sense in the world to me.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I needed that, man. I be needing this type of talk from my comrades and the audience, man, and family, man, to let me know that we are up here doing the right thing, man, and people are listening, man.
At the alarm, y'all doing the correct thing, and not just the right thing, the thing that needs to be done. I mean, especially times like this is what's going on in the city of Philadelphia or whatnot.
Right, for sure. Appreciate you. Enjoy your night, bro.
Assalamu alaikum, man. Y'all have a fantastic night.
Wa alaikum salam, you too. I want to say something too. Along the journey, man, you're going to have conflicts. You're going to have issues. You're going to have times like, before the show, me and Mr. Jackson got into I don't want to say a heated argument, but a productive argument. Whereas though, we voiced some things and some things we voiced to each other. But my only gripe is when you see potential and you see things that somebody not taking full opportunity of potential, it causes you to feel some type of way. Not in a way of like I hate this person, but in a way of like get your stuff together. And these things are productive conversations because they're needed. And no matter what it be, sometimes it may seem like is a tough path to get through, but you got to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? And you're my brother, Young. You're my brother. I'm gonna cuss you out. We're gonna argue. We may even fight, but it's all to reach a common goal.
Right.
You have potential. You just look at the response of people that's reaching out to you. They see it. Everybody sees it. But you got to go ahead and continue to push the the envelope a lot further. I say we because I'm a part of the process as well. But ultimately, man, it's no beef, it's no issue. We've been arguing since we was kids. But you gotta understand that opportunity is here and take advantage of it, man. So if we argue, we saying certain things. If I'm saying certain things, I'm saying it to get the best out of you, because we got some news today of opportunities that we just can't take for granted. And I'm going to continue to do that no matter what. I'm going to say what I got to say to you as you're going to say what you got to say to me. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got to keep pushing, understand that it's one common goal, and you got to block any and everybody out and go forward for what you want, because that's the only way you're going to get it. You cannot let anybody, this goes to anybody out here who's watching, you cannot let anybody derail your plans, because human beings are going to fail you at the end of the day. So you can never put anybody before you put yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to save yourself first, and then you can save everybody else. You can't save everybody. You can't save yourself. You know, so make sure y'all putting yourself first as far as preparation and going after what you want, because at the end of the day, you have to be able to survive yourself. And don't take opportunities for granted, because they don't come around as often. They don't, as much as you may want to believe it, opportunities don't come around very often. Some nights I sleep 3-4 hours sometimes, because I've been trying to not only prepare stuff for myself, but for my guys, people around me. Opportunity. I might travel. I might be in Cleveland one day. I might be in Virginia one day. Me and my partner might hit the road, and I might leave the studio and drive over there and drive back, or fly over here and fly right back. And I'm not saying it to be braggadocious or anything. I'm just saying that you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in and push through the hard times, because they're going to come. And also another thing I want to say, pay attention to what people along the grind, along the process, pay attention to what people say that's going to tell you who they are and whether they need to have them around you or not. Whatever in somebody's heart is going to come off of their tongue. Believe that. And then it's going to show in their actions. So you have to be able to understand that sometimes people can change, but you got to make a decision on what you want to do as far as dealing with these people, man, because you got to go ahead and put yourself first and go ahead and reach your full potential. The opportunity is there, man. So I just want to say that, man. I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in to Tales from the Jails. We're going to continue to come up with content. We got a special guest this week, Yard Out Fitness. Don't forget to check out Instagram and the YouTube clips, because this guy talks about himself being inside the Indian tent in the federal pen, and everybody know that that's a crazy situation. It's another comical but serious, but truth. It's funny, but it's the truth. He go ahead and speaks about that. But please, everybody pay attention to what I'm saying out there. And another thing I want to say, I was telling a story before I go. I know we got 2 minutes. Say this real fast. A guy named Chizzy. I was trying to do some things. I was trying to figure things out. I have to get myself together, and trying to get myself together from street life. And then the guy Chizzy, he know who he is. It was people were saying certain things, whatever the case may be. But this guy, he had like a car connect where it's always like cars auction. This boy took me in, man, and showed me how to do stuff and how to park cars and stuff, and how to get cars fixed and sell cars, so forth and so on. And and allow me the opportunity to sell cars. He used to grind me up all the time. Like, your cars is here, you're not selling them. So I want to give him his flowers, man. I never told that story, but he gave me an opportunity, even though I had other things going on too. But I respect that, and I appreciate you, Chizzy, for that, man. And you text me all the time. We go back and forth on WhatsApp. You be sending me crazy stuff, and you be sending me a lot of good reminders as well. But I want to give you your flowers, bro, for what you're doing. And you always are somebody that that showed me love, and never was trying to get over on me in any way, man. You were cussing me out too sometimes when I was slacking. So I want to give you your flowers. Shout out to Chizzy, man. Anything else you want to say?
Stay free. Think.
Yeah.
Think. I always go back to that, and I'm gonna keep going back to that till I don't got no breath in me no more. Not only to my family and my son and my loved ones and my friends, but to my audience, man, because y'all my friends, y'all my family too. So, if it's something good that I got to say, man, think.
Mm-hmm.
Give it about 4 or 5 seconds before you react. If you still feel the need to put out what you was going to do, then by all means, I'm going to step to the side and see if the pot hot enough for you. But think, man, you might have a different scenario after you think.
For sure. for sure. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us on all platforms. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and we got an episode with Yard Out Fitness this week coming this Thursday. Yard Out Fitness, and we got some other stuff we are working on too. Some crazy guests that's going to be coming on to the podcast. We're just working out everything and finalizing everything, but we appreciate the support that we've been getting from y'all from day one, and we not even a year in, but we can't do it without y'all. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for y'all support. We will see y'all tomorrow again on live. We'll be back. And listen, man, I don't want the phone to be sitting idle where though we're saying call in, nobody ain't calling in, because I want to talk to y'all, man. So don't forget to reach out to us, hit us up, email us, Instagram, hit us up in the DM, and we will respond. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to say this episode of Tales from the Jails is sponsored by TNS Media Group and TNS Licensing and Consulting. You want to start your business, contact TNS Licensing and Consulting. That's 215-534-5053, 215-534-5053.